Imagine a society in which retirees enjoy more than cheap food, a world in which medical procedures do not cause financial panic. According to Newton's data from 2022, 72% of retirees, up from 48% in 2002, consider moving overseas due to medical costs. Today, we look at safe havens that provide excellent and reasonably priced healthcare and make your money go further. These places, which provide an old-world ideal, are becoming more and more popular with distant workers. Whichever one speaks to you, please share in the comments. These affordable travel destinations offer superior healthcare than the US, albeit they may not be to everyone's taste. Come see some locations where a tight budget may coexist with healthy living. Number 10. Heraklion, Greece. Heraklion is the capital of the fascinating island of Crete, and it has been inhabited for around 215,000 years. The city, surrounded by both history and environment, has grown to be a popular travel destination for fans of both. Heraklion is the 20th most visited region in Europe, a far cry from famous European towns like Paris and Rome. With its connections to Greek mythology and its claim to be the birthplace of Zeus, the king of all gods, Heraklion, sometimes considered to be the oldest city in Europe, gains even more mystical charm. The city's cultural fabric is enhanced by this blend of historical significance, scenic beauty, and mythological stories. Even while the average cost of living, roughly $450 for a one-bedroom apartment, is more than what this movie usually focuses on, the affordability, without include housing, is noteworthy. According to World Bank estimates, the average monthly living expense is $377, which makes Heraklion an attractive choice. Greece has affordable healthcare, ranking 41st in the world, with procedures costing roughly 20% of US rates. Emergency medical care is provided at no cost, and extra expenses are covered by enrollment in the National Insurance Program. A typical doctor's visit costs about $50. Number 9. Buenos Aires, Argentina. The dynamic city of Argentina, Buenos Aires, is a prime example of how two cultures can coexist peacefully and perfectly, capturing the essence of a European atmosphere in South America. This 3.1 million person metropolis, which is frequently referred to as the Paris of South America, is the cultural center of Argentina and is known for its romance, gorgeous beaches, and vibrant art scene. Recognized for its pet-friendly atmosphere, 60% of families have a dog or cat. Buenos Aires tops Latin America in terms of acceptance of LGBT rights. The city continues to hold its ranking as the second safest capital on the continent and the safest in Latin America despite its urban sprawl. In Argentina, the cost of living is about 85% lower than in the US, meaning that a couple may live well on a monthly budget of $1,500 to $1,800. Argentina, which is ranked 60th in the world, offers better quality, more reasonably priced healthcare than the US. More than 50% of the populace is dependent on the public health system, which offers substantially subsidized or free medical care. Long a sanctuary for American retirees, Buenos Aires is becoming more and more well-liked among digital nomads. Number 8. Asuncion, Paraguay. Since the 1500s, Asuncion, the capital of Paraguay, has proudly stood as the image of Our Lady of the Assumption, or Nuestra Señora de la Asunción. The settlement was founded on August 15, 1537, in accordance with the Feast of the Assumption. It is situated at the intersection of the Pilcomayo and Paraguay rivers on the eastern bank of the Paraguay River. Asuncion, home to more than 2 million people, is known as the Mother of Cities because to its continuous settlement in the Rio de la Plata basin. It is also one of the oldest cities in South America. Asuncion, the capital city of Paraguay, has proudly served as the image of Nuestra Señora de la Asunción, or Our Lady of the Assumption, since the 1500s. As the Feast of the Assumption fell on August 15, 1537, the settlement was established. It is located on the eastern bank of the Paraguay River, where the Pilcomayo and Paraguay rivers converge. With a population of over 2 million, Asuncion is regarded to be the mother of cities due to its persistent development in the Rio de la Plata basin. It is among South America's oldest cities as well. Number 7. Baku. With a population of little over 2 million, Baku is an oil-rich metropolis on the Caspian Sea that is frequently referred to as the City of Winds. Travelers swarm to Baku because of its varied attractions, in contrast to Chicago, which gained its windy reputation for other reasons. Baku is a city of contrasts, from the medieval charm of the old city with its amazing walls and the recognizable Maiden Tower to contemporary marvels like the flame towers that light up the skyline with LED lights. It is astonishingly the lowest capital in the world, sitting 28 meters below sea level. The first modern oil well was sunk in the area in the 1800s, which is when Baku's wealth was initially discovered. Baku is an inexpensive, safe, and clean place to live. The city offers an appealing lifestyle, with an average monthly rent of $410 for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center and a monthly cost of $550 for comfortable living. In Azerbaijan, both public and private institutions offer healthcare, which is governed by the Ministry of Healthcare. Residents of Azerbaijan can receive free medical care at state-run public hospitals. Out of 100 countries, the nation's healthcare system is ranked 65th. Number 6. Quito, Ecuador. Nestled in a valley on the eastern slope of the Andes, Quito, Ecuador, is a city that skillfully blends modern living with ancient history, all surrounded by majestic mountains. At 9,350 feet, the highest height of any capital worldwide, Quito is the capital of Ecuador and home to almost 2.8 million people in the metro region. From this high vantage point, you may see amazing views of the nearby natural attractions, such as the active stratovolcano. Quito has an incredibly low cost of living considering its natural beauty and historical appeal. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center typically costs about $480 per month. Called the Florence of the Americas, the well-preserved medieval center of the city is one of the largest in the Americas and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1978. The nation's healthcare system is ranked 74th in the world, slightly below that of the United States, despite the fact that its extensive publicly funded health system and national health insurance contribute to a proactive approach to public health. Number 5. Hanoi, Vietnam. The capital and largest city of Vietnam, Hanoi, is home to about 5.4 million people, making it the second most populous city in the nation. Often translated as city inside rivers, Hanoi is a beautiful city with a scenery ornamented with rivers, lakes, and mountains. It is located in northern Vietnam on the western bank of the Red River. Hanoi has changed dramatically and discarded its historical baggage, despite persistent preconceptions from the past. Being a thriving center, the city draws big businesses like Nike, which has a sizable presence there. With over 5 million motorbikes serving as 70% of the population's principal means of mobility, Hanoi streets are teeming with activity. Strong economically, Hanoi is ranked second in Vietnam in terms of gross regional product. With an average monthly rent of roughly $356 for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center, the city offers an affordable way of living. According to World Bank estimates, the average person can subsist comfortably on $492 per month. Vietnam's healthcare system is moving closer to being universal, with social health insurance covering 9.85% of the country's population by 2020. Out-of-pocket medical costs, even without insurance, make up about 20% of total costs in the U.S. Number 4. Pleven, Bulgaria. With origins dating back over 8,000 years, Plovdiv, Pleven, the second largest city in Bulgaria, is a cultural hotspot with a wealth of historical significance. Named after its 7 picturesque hills, some reaching heights of 820 feet, Plovdiv is rightly known as the City of 7 Hills and is the oldest continuously inhabited city in Europe as well as one of the oldest in the world. These hills not only improve the skyline of the city but also tell a fascinating historical tale. Among the wonders of the old town, which is like a living museum, is an antique Roman theater. Not only does Plovdiv appeal to history buffs, but it also has practical advantages. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center typically costs about $354 per month in rent. The World Bank estimates that the average person in Plovdiv can live comfortably on about $590 per month. Complete coverage is offered by Bulgaria's centralized healthcare system, which is mostly financed by mandatory social health insurance. The cost of healthcare is roughly 22% lower in Bulgaria than it is in the US. Residents of the European Union, EU, and the European Economic Area, EEA, are entitled to free medical care in public hospitals connected to the Bulgarian National Health Insurance Fund by using their European health insurance card. Plovdiv's healthcare system is ranked 65th in the world, making it a more accessible and reasonably priced option than that of the US. Number 3. Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi, which is sometimes disregarded when planning a trip to Africa, astounds visitors with its modernism and energetic city life. Nairobi is widely known for safaris and ecotourism, but it's also a vibrant metropolis with 5.6 million people, making it the largest and capital city of Kenya. Place of Cool Waters is a reference to the Nairobi River that flows through the city. Nairobi, which began as a railroad terminus in 1899, has expanded steadily at a rate of about 4% a year. The city has a distinct personality, appealing to both foreigners and residents, and rental costs differ greatly. Preferred communities may charge approximately $400 per month for one-bedroom flats, while some districts provide apartments for as little as $125 per month. The World Bank estimates that, without housing expenditures, the average person in Nairobi can live well for about $491 per month. Similar dichotomies apply to healthcare in Nairobi, where access to care requires private health insurance, which accounts for 15% of U.S. prices. Nairobi's healthcare ranking is independent at 58th, but when the rest of Kenya is taken into account, the national average falls to 88th. Although there aren't many healthcare choices outside the city, Nairobi is the main destination for people looking for complete medical care. Number 2. Panama City. Only a quick flight from the U.S. will get you to Panama City, which provides the ideal opportunity to travel to a new nation while continuing to make frequent trips home. Australia, Canada, Britain, Ireland, and the United States are just a few of the nationalities that Panama City has attracted as expats, retirees, and digital nomads. Panama City, which is well known for its breathtaking scenery, friendly residents, and good weather, is still reasonably priced. In the city center, the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment is about $520. The World Bank estimates that a person averaging $450 a month can live well there. The healthcare system of Panama, which is ranked 57th in the world, is far more affordable than that of the United States, which is ranked 69th. Private health insurance costs roughly 25% of U.S. spending, and those who cannot afford private coverage can receive free treatment. Number 1. Chengdu, China. Chengdu, which is located in China's inner southwest, is essential to Beijing's goal of developing a new mega area. Chengdu is the greenest city in China, with a population of about 20 million that is notable for its size and visual appeal. It's affordable to live as an expat in China, even though there are certain obstacles to overcome, like getting a visa or opening a bank account. China ranked 26th out of 53 countries in a 2023 Expat Insider survey that asked respondents to list their top non-North American travel destinations. This is a considerable improvement. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center costs about $257 on average, and according to the World Bank, a person may live comfortably in Chengdu on a monthly budget of $430. Remarkably, China's healthcare system, which provides free medical care to Chinese citizens and permanent residents, is ranked 5th in the world. Permanent residents of other countries are eligible for government-funded public health insurance. Others must purchase private health insurance, which is around 21% more expensive than it would be in the U.S. Always remember to show kindness to one another as you go about your day.